The first time someone plays a VR game, the player is often met with this sense of astonishment and wonderment with this new digital world that surrounds them. And no other game has been able to pull off this feeling quite like Spider-Man Far From Home, the VR experience. Now, to note, the game is not a full-fledged title as much as it is a big budget tech demo, so it succeeds in making you want more from what is presented. Also doesn't hurt that this is free on both the Steam and PlayStation Store, in case you're interested. So stepping off the starting building for the first time is such an anxiety-ridden rush that no rhythm game or first-person shooter has been able to match in my experience. I introduced the game to a few other people who aren't particularly game savvy, and their reaction was what I would call an achievement in a fully immersive experience. All the players I introduced to the game came out with a very similar feeling of, holy shit, I really felt like I was swinging from building to building, and I fell off that building. And you really can't beat that feeling. So what is it that you actually do in the game? Well, the core of the experience is swinging, wall running, and web zipping around this big open world made up of skyscrapers, lower 4-story buildings, and dotted around are these cranes and buildings that are still in construction. And these latter locations tend to host the couple of side activities offered in various locations throughout the map. These are combat and time trials. So in the horde-based combat trial, you, as Spider-Man, take on hordes of enemy robots with your web shooters, and while testing your skills at dodging the robots' electroblasts at the same time. So this alone is already selling me as being Spider-Man, which is pretty fun. And you can also test your swinging abilities, if that's more your speed, in the time trials. In these, you go through these green portals as fast as you possibly can. And it helps to learn the fundamentals of how the movement system works to really get moving. And you can really pick up some speed when you play it. There is no leaderboard in the game, so it's all about beating your high scores, your top speeds. So there are also collectibles in the open world part of the game. There are 20 pins dotted around the map. And you can find a scanner that helps you find them at the far end of the map. It's kind of hard to tell where exactly it's in, but there are videos online. But this scanner helps you find these pins by projecting a towering array of yellow circles around them. But like I said, I recommend looking up a guide if finding all of the pins is of interest to you. So the free roaming mode is not the only way to play, actually. There is a short story mode where you venture out into the city to take on a mechanical threat of massive proportions. And it really is pretty massive when you first play it. Like, looking up at it, you get it when you play it. It is short-lived, however, so most of what I'm talking about is the open world part of it. But if you want a slice of the experience, the story mode is a great way to start. When I first saw this game's trailer, it immediately enticed the kid in me, who has always imagined about flying on a web high above the city. And I could say this VR experience is the largest leap in what a Spider-Man game could offer in the future. And so, what is it that this experience shows to me is possible? Well, the answer is I present the game Spider-Man. Yeah, the PlayStation exclusive that released in 2018. This collectible-centric open world represents the similar philosophies as to what an open-world Spider-Man VR game could look like. Collecting backpacks on the side of buildings, defeating enemies to get upgrade tokens, and taking photos of city landmarks would all effectively transition as gameplay mechanics to a VR open world. A combination of all the Spider-Man games available on PlayStation 4 is essentially what I'm presenting here. But imagine what an Insomniac created VR Spider-Man game could look like. And any and all future Spider-Man projects are going to be totally more immersive, and I can't wait to see how they sell that I am Spider-Man feeling. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please feel free to leave a like and share with your friends. You can also follow my Instagram in the link in the description below.